Come on, Blood. Get down, get down. Dig it inside.
Nothing happening inside here at all in the infighting. There's a shot there, uppercut, and followed right back by an uppercut by Mitch Green.
Come on, Blood, don't wait for him.
Jumbo, I see what you mean, Larry. He's awkward, but he's a guy that you have to keep an eye on, that's for sure. You can't fall asleep with him at all.
If you notice, Mitch Green's hair is all down in his face. Some of it is running in his eyes. That's a bad place for his hair to be because hair causes cuts. And Mitch Green hair is in his front of his eye. They should make him cut that hair off. If you notice, Jumbo Cummings lost his mouthpiece. Both hands, Bob.
Both hands.
Yes, he did. Closing seconds now of round 5. This scheduled 10-rounder.
Mitch Green's left eye is kind of swollen now, too, Bob, from no overhand right. And that hair also being there over the top of the eye.
You had to give him advice and tell him to get his hair cut for these fights anyway, huh?
Yeah, Bob, he should get that hair off his eyes, get it cut.
All right, round 5. Another pretty good round, though. Green continues to build up the points, though, Larry.
Yes, Green, I got Green ahead. I got him ahead by a couple rounds, but he's still taking punches that he shouldn't take.
He called me in.
Step to this sucker. Step to this sucker, and you have no problem.
All right.
We're in the corner now with Mitch Green.
You're loose. Your
Bill
wind is
present.
Okay. You're okay.
Bobby Lewis in there talking to him.
Fine, right? Your blood, listen to me, man. Captain, you're loose. You're getting your hands off. All you got to do when he get close to you, with your women, you letting him rest. Don't let him rest on you. Wait a minute. Don't let him rest on you.
There we go.
Look ahead. All right? Don't let him rest on you. Blood, listen. Don't let him rest on you. When you get close, run your hands around in his body. Beat him around the body. You know the shot where we reach around and hit around in the spleen?
Go ahead.
Hit him around in the spleen and around the body.
Very organized corner. That's your same corner, too. The same people that work with you.
Yeah, well, I got one of the guys anyway in there. Bill Present, he works with me. But Bobby Lewis, he don't work with me. But we got a very organized corner there.
Bobby Lewis very experienced in the corner as you come up to round 6 here.
Don't let him rest, Blood.
Big things they yelled in the corner there was, don't let him rest, Blood. And talk to Mitch Green and say, hey,
pop it in his mouth.
Keep going with that left. That way you won't be a victim of that wild right hand of Jumbo. Just keep that left going. When you hear them say now 3, they want him to follow up with a series of punches, 1, 2, 3.
Again, Blood, again. There you are. Don't let him rest.
There's a good right hand. Get through that time.
Mitch is starting to land good punches, Bob, on Jumbo. But he got to be careful there because Jumbo is throwing punches and he's throwing them from any way he possibly can throw them.
Step to him, Blood.
Jumbo's slick, though. He picks a lot of them off. Some of them, as you watch the monitor here and you folks watch at home, look like they're pretty good shots, but he's picking them off in the hand. Not to be mistaken by the fact that Mitch Green is definitely getting more leather through there.
Oh, yeah.
Rip it underneath there again, Blood. Let him rest now, Blood. Don't let him rest. Left hand, coming in his mouth.
Jumbo Cummings. Oh, a right hand scores. Green is able to absorb it, though.
This is what I'm talking about. Mitch just gets lazy every now and then and drops his hand. And Jumbo Cummings comes over there with a right.
Don't wait for him, Blood.
Jumbo throws body punches just to get Mitch to drop his hand. And then all of a sudden, he comes over with a right.
Step to him, Blood. Step right to him. Step right to him.
13 knockouts in his 15 wins for Jumbo Cummings. It's a high ratio of knockouts for fights, and you can see where they come from because he can be just coasting along with Mitch Green ahead, and all of a sudden, like a bolt out of the blue, comes that wild right hand. The guy his size and as strong and muscular as he is, you got to figure there's a lot of power when he does land it. He's not your classic fighter at all, really. As Larry described him, he is awkward, but he's slick.
Step right to him, Blood. Step right to him.
Mitch has got hit with 2 good punches in there, Bob. And this is what he cannot get lazy in there. He got to be on top. He got to know what he's doing at all times. This guy is a good puncher. With the belt, the muscles that he got, you can tell he can punch.
3 pretty good series that time of 1-2 punches. Jumbo keeps taking that mouthpiece out. That's bad for two things. Not only can you get a broken jaw or broken teeth, but that mouthpiece helps absorb some of the blow when you are hit.
Yes, that cuts up your inside the mouth, Bob, when you don't have your mouthpiece in. And Jumbo, I'm expecting his mouth to be all cut up inside. Not surprised. But he's doing that thinking that he can get more air. But if he learns how to use that mouthpiece, he can get just as much air.
All right, round 6 is history. We go over to the corner now of Jumbo Cummings. Be interested to hear what they have to say there. He's really fatigued, as you can see.
Hit him with a right overhand right, the motherfucker split right over.
What the fuck you doing? You acting like you're losing the fight. Huh? You're losing the fight. You're losing the fight.
No. I got this fight on the way.
A little bit of the action from the round. That was that series of 3 flurries that Mitch Green had, and he scored about 3 good punches in that series.
See, Jumbo knows what he's doing now, Bob.
And spin him out of the way.
When Mitch throws the combination, right away Jumbo ties him up. Jumbo just said he got to fight all the way now. Let's see if he can do that.
Let's go, Blood.
Well, he's got to really pick up the pace, because I have him, I don't know if you would agree totally, but as we go to round 7 here, I have Cummings only winning 1 round.
Well, I don't give him too many more than that, Bob. I don't know if I give him that, but let's see what happens. We're not the judges, and I see they can score a fight. At least they say they can.
Well, there's one thing, whether they can or they can't, they will be.
Yeah.
Green, the reason why I have him so far up front is because he just continued to throw a lot of punches. He's landed many more punches, although some of the heavier blows in the fight have been landed by Jumbo Cummings, especially back there in round 2, where the surprise right hand came from no place and really tagged, and I thought had Green stunned. In the 4th round, he nailed him again, but Green really absorbed the punch extremely well. We're in round 7, scheduled for 10.
Jumbo now is not doing anything. He's just taking jabs. He said he was going to fight a little harder this round, Bob, but he haven't shown no evidence of that.
Well, this is the stage 2, Larry, as we've mentioned before. When you see a guy with those heavy, thick muscles, fatigue begins to set in around the 6th or 7th round. He was really sucking wind there in between rounds, and here in the 7th round, he's just really not doing anything.
You know, big guys, you know, with all that bulk and the weight, don't really have the stamina to go.
Mitch Green has a body that he could put on a little bit of weight. He's got the long muscles, and he's not too bulky. He's really slender, and he still weighs 219. So he's going to be a good prospect. He's got a little bit more learning to do, as Larry pointed out. He's got to learn to keep that left hand a bit higher, and he's got to learn to circle a bit more, get a little bit more movement on the feet.
I think Mitch Green got a good weight now, Bob, because if he gains too much weight, he's going to lose stamina. And, you know, like George Foreman, all them big guys like Jerry Cooney, they didn't have the stamina, really.
Let's go, Floyd.
One of the real big guys that you fought that had those heavy sort of muscles and tall and a lot of weight was Kenny Norton. And there's a guy that, well, of course, for that fight, it was a title shot that time for both of you, and it was an unbelievable contest. That's perhaps the best fight that I've ever had the pleasure of calling.
Kenny Norton fought guys that, he fought guys hard that he didn't like. Me, he didn't like me, he didn't like Ali. And so, you know, he really pushed himself to do what a lot of people didn't really expect him to do.
Closing seconds now, round 7. It's all over. Another pretty good round for Mitch Green. We're going to try and get over to the corner, rather the locker room, where Jesse Burnett is. We'll switch over there.